Power Hour.
You're listening to the Anjuna Deep Edition.
Hope all is well. How about a look at coin?
Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. Sorry about my absence. I've literally been, top 4, maybe top 3 sickest I've been, like, ever. And, yeah, it was, like, the worst timing. Like, if you watch my last stream, you could hear me talking about it, kind of, like I wasn't really feeling well, but that was, like, I guess, the later stages of the incubation period, and my God, next day I had to take a flight, got here, and I was in bed for, like, 2 days straight, insane fever, all that, and, now I'm on the other side of it. The blow off top occurred, so the bull market of the, I guess, virus is done. So still recovering though a lot. So, but I just, man, I gotta go live at some point, man. Took off way too many days, despite like my health. It's like, anyway. So thanks for coming by. It's Power Hour right now on the stock market. All kinds of drama going on up here. Based on the geopolitical stuff, and not really one to be getting into it because everyone else in the world will go into it for you, but I just figured you might appreciate some good old-fashioned charts, whatever, why you come here anyway. So yeah, Bitcoin, it's always the 200-day moving average. The failure to break it a multitude of times manifested into a drawdown, and it seems like the drawdown may not be concluded yet. As you can see, on the day, Bitcoin is down. Still haven't taken out your local low from September 26th, so it's not really even that big of a deal yet. Again, the story I think in crypto is the altcoins, how they look just so miserable compared to Bitcoin. And I guess the story today is not really even crypto as much as it would be tech selling off, gold going berserk up over 3%, and then oil stocks rallying like crazy. Progressive had earnings, did well, and has blasted off to become overbought in a major uptrend. So we'll go into these things. Just started with Bitcoin so you could see it. If you don't know, Ethereum had its lowest daily candle close yesterday in 7 months. Yes, 7 months. Going all the way back to March. And, you know, this is just not a level where reversals normally happen. They normally happen at either 1420 or 1730 or 2000 or 1000. Not 1542. That's not where the price reverses historically. So the last thing that when I was live we discussed was what? These two arrows here. One time, shame on me, or shame on you. What is it? Shame on somebody. And then the second time, shame on literally everyone. Okay, confirmation that a key inflection point from history that cannot be denied or argued. It is confirmed resistance. Well below the 200-day moving average. The argument could have already been made of a trend reversal, right, with the highest high, then a lower high than the previous high, then a confirmed, lower high than the previous high, then a lower low, and then the lower low after that, then the lower highs, and now you're working on a lower low. And by the way, Poker Man, thank you so much for the 15 right there. I didn't even, my bad, dude. It's just a mobile setup. I'm still like out of it too. So thank you for the 15. We will look at coin. All right. Cheers. What's up, Parabolic Party Bus? Thanks for the 50 super chat, man. Wow, holy crap. Much love. If y'all want to support, if y'all were gonna like tip today, go to what I have pinned, or you see my pinned message, and go buy a t-shirt. It is incredible artwork that Shaylin put his heart and soul into. It was all my vision, of course, but that's the way it works. My vision, his incredible genius, artistic ability, combined, Captain Planet of art. I mean, who would not want to own that shirt or canvas piece or like coffee mug or whatever?
Parabolic Party Bus super chatted
Let's
$50.
go, dude.
Mostly miss the streams these days trying to run a family business. Smiley face. But here's some love.
Cheers for the entrepreneur, man. Thank you, Parabolic Party Bus. Well, this is a family entrepreneurship friendly zone here. So thank you. You're in good company. All right. So my parents been running that since I was born. They got their own. So thank you, dude. Yeah, but no requests. Just saying, hey, thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. If you want to request, just say something. We'll look at it. Whatever you want. But yeah, dude, I'm just saying, like, if you were gonna tip anyway, like, just go buy a t-shirt, piece of merch. It's a limited edition, and it's just sick, man. I don't know. I don't even know if I could pull it up here, just so you can see it. I mean, I posted it like all over the place, right? But if you just are, look at that. I mean, that's just beautiful, and it's got Easter eggs. It's got Sagittarius. It's got the galaxy with the golden mean ratio. I just don't know what about it. And then the Easter egg of the harmonics within the orange and red, the turning leaves. It's just incredible, man. So anyway, check it out if you want to. It's all good. Just letting you know it's there for a little while until the trip ends, and then it'll be gone forever. So if you don't know about why I'm here, I got invited to this charity auction event on the New York Stock Exchange. It was last night, and I don't even know how I somehow summoned the courage within and the energy within to do it, but I did, and it was worth the pain of getting ready to do it. So, but man, wonderful people. Really got to know more people at TradeMoss, which they are, they have a trading terminal on the New York Stock Exchange. And one of our very own community members, he's like an intern there. And, that's how I got connected with them. And yeah, they're just great people. Going to be hanging out with them again, like later on this trip. But yeah, just surreal times, man. Like, I just never knew, like, me starting to live stream, what it would turn into. Like, I mean, it's incredible, like, what we built here, but just the fact that other people have been so positively affected by this that has changed the trajectory of their entire life to where they're now, like, working on the stock exchange. And it's just like, you're saying that I was the sole contributor to that, to influencing you to do that? Well, that's great, man. You know, because, like, Badlands Chugs, you think about him, he's like chugging, you know, orange juice and applesauce and Baby Yoda's blended up and stuff. And it's like, I think, like, if somebody is inspired by him, like, they're just going to be chugging orange juice and they're going to be chugging sodas. You know, that's about all they're going to be doing. So it's like, if you have a microphone and a webcam, you just never know what's going to happen when people watch you. You don't know how profound of an effect you will have until you're just straight up told about it. So anyway, Ethereum's nearing the demand line of this channel. It's a really weak channel since, you know, if you have 1, 2, and 3 on Ethereum's major move, right? There was a failure, complete and utter failure to test the top of it, you know, because there was just too much supply at $2,000. And so now you're just coming back down to it after failing to test it again. So just really weak, very, very weak. And I really just would not be surprised if we see 1420 on Ethereum soon. Let's go, Anon. Boom, hype in the chat. Thank you so much, dude, for supporting the channel. But enjoy your sick merch, limited edition, Starry Night on Wall Street in October. Thank you, man. Gangs, dude. Oh, Leroy Jenkins for Parabolic Party Bus. Leroy Jenkins. I don't have my soundboard, so thanks, dude. All right, 1420 in the cards for Ethereum. Below that, you don't want to know. I mean, there's just really nothing below 1420. You know, 1420 is the 2018 high. How pathetic is that, man? Ethereum was at 1420 5 years ago. 5. And it's soon to be the same price. That's not good. That sucks. That's really bad. Okay, just make sure we're on the same page. I think them going to proof of stake really, really changed a lot. Okay, that's just my opinion, and people will just, you know, say, "No, dude, proof of stake's the best, dude. You don't know what you're talking about." Well, the free market is pretty much telling us by looking at the, yeah, Ethereum to Bitcoin bounced, dude. Wow, it bounced after what? Finally, after all this time, hitting the bottom of the trading range. Really? So, like, you pretty much, you hit the bottom of a trading range and, like, this is what I'm talking about. This is the problem I have with so many people, because I've been, like, sick and out. I haven't even been able to look at this chart because just no energy to scan, like, really. And that's what you're talking about. You people talking about Ethereum to Bitcoin make me sick. Okay? Israel, Palestine. Okay, how about Ethereum to Bitcoin, people? Are you kidding me? That's what you were screaming about, and like, your, you know, again, your veins popping out of your head about Ethereum to Bitcoin, and it's going, we're gonna do it. Are you serious? This is ridiculous, man. I mean, it's just getting to a point where action's gonna have to be taken. I don't know what we're gonna have to do here, okay? Because that's not a bounce. 5.7 million satoshis. You're pretty much beginning to enter the phase E. Well, phase E would be when you break 5.5. So we're still technically in phase D here, you know, phase D until you break 5.5. But this is the clearest Wyckoff distribution you can imagine. And you just wait, man. I really do think this major schematic here had something to do with them, with a Vitalik caving to the climate terrorists to go proof of stake. And when this plays out, will the Ethereum to Bitcoin moon boy weirdos just stop and leave us the F alone, man? Good God, dude. I'm sorry. It's just ridiculous. I can't. if you don't look at the chart, you would think every day Ethereum to Bitcoin is like up 20% every day because of certain people. Okay, so here's Bitcoin dominance, just on the other side of the coin. You know, still in its own phase E, broke out. And if this truly plays out for real, 60% is the target, meaning no matter what happens, Ethereum, BNB, all your altcoins are effed relative to Bitcoin in percentage performance. Okay, whether, hey, Bitcoin saves the world and pivots and rallies, because I mean, like, dude, Bitcoin's pretty neutral, pretty coin flip-ish. I mean, the trend has been up and it still is for now, but you could have just maybe confirmed your first lower high of 2023 with, you know, the second failure of the 200. So you have to keep that in mind. But like, let's say the coin flips and Bitcoin moons, because let's just say the ETF gets approved or something, that would cause a massive spike in price, a 5-10% move in a day up on Bitcoin, 28-30K easy. The altcoins are going to get left behind. So this price, this chart will massively rise, and all the altcoins will be left in the dust in percentage performance. Now, here's the thing. That's one thing. That's the upside. Now, if Bitcoin has confirmed its first lower high of the year 2023 with confirmation at the 200, and you start rolling over here and you start testing 25, 3, 24/7, and then you break it and you finally make your first lower low of the year. Well, guess what? This will probably still go up, meaning this Bitcoin will lose less percentage in value than the altcoins will collectively. So it's a lose-lose. This chart is a lose-lose situation for altcoins. Okay. Yes, there will be a couple anomalous situations like a maker or whatever, you know, and that's great, man. It's always been like that. But just because there's one or two, we're talking about 99%, 99+%. We're not talking about one or two. Let's go, Kai. Thank you so much for the support, dudes. Enjoy your t-shirt. You can get it as a blanket, a fleece blanket. You can get it at it first time ever. It's being provided, I guess, on Teespring. You can get it like a metal canvas print. Like, so it's, I don't know. I think it'd probably be pretty I think I'm probably going to get the metal one and put it in my office instead of the canvas. Just want to see what it's like, you know, just to test it to see if it would be good for the future to provide it for, because that's something I'm going to be doing more of. Anytime I'm going like on a trip or doing something, I will have art themed merch for that event or whatever. And it's just so similar to what, you know, it's like in Greek life for fraternities and sororities. It's the same situation. It's really cool. It's a way to encapsulate memories on a shirt or on a piece of merch. It's awesome. They do cost more, of course, right? And remember, these prices of this merch, please understand, I'm not making much. They are right, kind of pillaging. All right, they're taking the lion's share. I'm making some enough to where it's like, okay, it's like, you know, $15 profit maybe for me. Okay, that's like, you know, like a shirt. You buy a shirt or you buy like any of these things, you're pretty much just like it's like a $15 super chat or $15 tip. So you could like request something too when you buy one of these. So just know, it's like, oh my God, these prices are outrageous. Just remember, think about it just as a contribution. Okay, and you're getting something out of it. That's, you know, I can't help that Teespring is like that, man. They're integrated. The only integrated company into like YouTube and like Stream Elements, Streamlabs. So it's just, we gotta live by the law of the land, man. It sucks. Okay, so what's up, Samir? And NYC, man, don't be scared, dude. There's a lot of fear out here today. Don't be scared. Okay. No heathen's gonna make me fear anything, okay? In my own country, shoot, dude. Give me a break. Okay, so anyway, we're just going over Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's go to XRP. That you're gonna be disappointed, man. and it's kind of done the same thing. I mean, it's not over yet. It's very, very close to being over, and someone could argue that it might be over. Okay, over is in what? Well, the fact that, see, it's not over because you're not making lower lows yet, but this is one time, and now the second time, and even locally, if you get like 4 hours, what, one time, two times below the 200-day moving average. It's just, you can't be, you just don't have the optimism when you're below the level. It sucks, man. You're just at this crazy spot, and buyers just can't break it. They can't break the 54.6 cent level, and you're below the 2019 major inflection point too. It's so undeniable. It's so real. And such, you know, like almost like, look, one down, up, down, up, down, up, down a bunch right there. Look, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's just, it's like countless times. It's almost certain. It's like just, if you fail to break that too many times, you'll be going down to 40 cents. 40 cents means 17 to 18% downside from here. So I would just, the most recent discernible events on XRP are two failed attempts to break a key resistance and a failure to stay above the 200-day moving average for any amount of time. So that's just not good. And again, as I said, it's not over yet, though it's almost over, where once these lows get taken out, it's all of a sudden your first lower lows. So all right, that's your XRP update. A little more somber looking than it was just a few days ago.
Listening to the Anjuna Edition.
BNB, massive joke. I don't care if it moons from here or rallies. I just don't care. This is CZ's death row chart, I think. It's like all he's doing is dumping all these loser S coins. They're going to cash, and he's taking that from what he sold for losses, and he's just throwing it into BNB. Oh, Bitcoin too. Selling his Bitcoin, going cashing straight into BNB. His joke of an S coin, BNB. And then it's like, I hear they've frozen all the crypto accounts of all the Middle Eastern countries or something. So it's like CZ, BNB, they're all out of the West, right? Everywhere in the West, you gone. Now you're all out of the Middle East. It's like, you're running out of places, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, crypto, by the way. But crypto was supposed to be like, you know, we're, self-custody. And it's like, nah, man, CZ, dude. I just don't see how this sustains the fact that the price is so below the key levels here. And it's just, this is a descending triangle of, it's like a buy wall with very real distribution and no demand. The only demand is from the guy who owns the exchange. And just look at what is the most recent event on the chart. These two domes here show you confirmation of what was a very real support resistance is resistance. Confirmation there are less market participants, or CZ has less of BNB than he did before. Okay, so I'm just like, when collapse, WEN collapse, when pizza party, when minimum 187. So at least in this pretty cool downtrend where it's very well respected heart line, right? You're rejecting the heart line, you just become oversold. You see that? That's the down sloping support down there. Okay, so I don't know what it's gonna take, man, but anything's possible. Like, and it's not certain that these things are gonna happen, but the price action is very telling here. And the price is certainly below the major inflection points. So, and it's not just below them, it's confirming that they're resistance now and no longer support. Okay. So those are your big four cryptos. Not sure there's really anything else to look. I mean, like, we could look at the cryptos. We're in power hour for the stock market though. I've just been absent for days, Yep, 73% of the BNB tokens are owned by CZ. Rep, correct. That came out within the past few days. Understand that. That's how you know it's only CZ's the only person buying this. So don't be fooled, okay? If you see a spike in price, that's CZ. That's his bots. Okay, that's his people doing that. All right. We can come back to these altcoins. I really do want to look more at some alts because I've just been gone, man. But I do want to look at the S&P 500 that had a bearish engulfing candle yesterday. A little bit of fall through today. 32 minutes till the close. Remember, had that really nice bounce at the inflection points from history, 2021, 200-day moving average. Okay, and the question, so okay, appropriate bounce. But the thing that I left you with my last live stream was question: what type of performance will we see going forward from the buyers? So a gap that is unfilled at 438 and has not been filled, right? It got very close, but that could be happening in the next few days of trading, next week. Really not concerning. I'm not concerned about a couple red days, this demand line can be back tested formally as support before then running higher. But ultimately, I'm not talking about right now when this extends on a little bit. I mean, if it's like this is it, my God, that's extremely bad, and we're gonna be finding out, paying attention. But I'm saying I would think we'll probably get a little bit higher of a rally to fill that gap and maybe more. But if you start rolling over, if you start rolling over after making an 886, from this high to low here, and then you develop a very real classic distribution pattern called the potential three falling peaks, then you might have a problem. And that's where that's somebody big quietly, subtly offloading a major position, okay, on an index fund. Yeah, so something to pay attention to. That's it. That's your SPY. Dow Jones. I'm not gonna spend I'll spend a little time on them. Dow Jones, just 200-day moving average is, wow, that's 4 days in a row now, chat, of not being able to really do anything to break it at all. So just above 33,271. What kind of performance will we achieve? Will we rally and make a lower high than previous highs? Not sure, man. Okay, not much movement. NASDAQ, that not doing too hot today. I mean, tech got kind of wrecked. Here's your same type of channel the S&P has. Maybe coming for a check back here on the demand line, but it's all about what kind of performance will we receive, right? Will it manifest into just another lower high, and then that gives you the classic distribution structure, and that's someone offloading a major position, and it's pretty bad performance compared to the Qs and the S&P, where it's, what is it, a 618? Yeah, you never even made a 78% retrace here. So all right, remember, the breadth of the market hit an all-time low yesterday, right? The divergence between the top 7 in the S&P 500 and the lower 493. It's just it's never been seen this crazy before. So I just look out for another lower high. I hope not, man. I hope we just break it and moon, but yeah, it's everything out there is not good, good God, man. Just so much economic data is terrible, but it doesn't mean anything. It has nothing to do with the stock market, okay? And the thing is, I mean, the rapid devaluation of the US dollar, the way it could translate is higher prices in equities. Because it's all of this stuff, the IXIC is paired to the US dollar. If the US dollar is rapidly deteriorating purchasing power, then naturally everything paired to the US dollar could go higher. So you just can't rule out that, oh, doom and gloom, stock market gonna crash because all the economic data is literally terrible, so bad. People living paycheck to paycheck, savings accounts dwindling, lowest levels, right, since the COVID crash, and credit card debt over $1 trillion, highest levels ever. Interest rates on that debt, credit card debt, is at its highest levels ever. Housing unaffordability, energy costs so high, inflation, all these things are terrible. But it doesn't mean it's going to translate into lower prices for the stock market. But we're just here to look at the technicals, okay? IWM, my God. Ugh. Now here's one that's very interesting now, okay? We got something now. All right, we're back at the key of key levels. We're talking the IWM, the Russell 2000 ETF, is below the August 2018 high. It's now testing the 2020 high. It's done that a couple times over the past year and a half. Did it May 10th, 2022. Look at this, December 2022. Buyers defended it in March and May of this year. It's trying to defend it again, but I don't think you're going to be as fortunate this time, okay? Because one thing's pretty real. Like the economy, like the economic data is terrible, and the IWM is concurring. And these 2000 stocks are performing like you would think a normal market would. It's like this is the reality index. Real life here, okay? Not La La Land, Rudy Poo, Nvidia and AMD and Google and Microsoft, big tech. Okay, this is the losers. This is everyone else. This is the real economy, okay? And so, you know, over a third of these don't even make money, and you're just waiting for this 170 to really break so we could see the freshest of fresh lows, or it'd be the lowest lows you had seen since October 2020. You're on the cusp, you're on the verge. So please, if you're watching the stream, go ahead and set up your alert around 168.50. So when you hear this beep, you know we got a very real bearish breakdown occurring. Okay. All right, there are your index funds. Very cool. When Beanie Baby merch, what does that even mean? How does one Beanie Baby merch, dude? Please elaborate, and maybe we'll think about it. Okay. Maybe. We'll switch it to gold so we can see. This is the main player of the day. Killing it, man. Wow. Pretty cool, though. Oh, a channel, you know. Up and down, man. It's the channel. You know, just massive rally up over 3%. It's testing the 200-day moving average again, first time since the 25th September. And just, it be like that sometimes, okay? 99% retrace from the previous low from February. 99%. V-ish shape recovery doesn't mean much. You would think, right? This is gonna get some people to FOMO in, some boomers for real, gonna be FOMOing into gold, right? But just because you had a huge pump like this, a violent squeeze like this, have you made a higher high than the previous discernible swing highs yet? No. Have you really broken the 200-day simple moving average yet? No. Have you broken the supply line of this channel? It's pretty nice. Kind of. You're trying to. You got 1 hour, 20 minutes till this closes. And I really still, even if you break a supply line, it's not that big of a deal. Taking out the previous discernible swing highs would be good. But then after all that, when a price breaks previous highs, it can pull back. It can sell off, right? And as long as the sell-off's a higher low than the previous discernible low, you're then all of a sudden like pivoting in momentum. You're shifting momentum from the sellers to the buyers. That's a process that takes time to occur. But so it's just like, it's cool that it pumped, and that's great, but it was just kind of not much rhyme or reason, and it's just running the top of a channel, just running the 200, and there's a lot more work to be done on gold, okay? Yeah, you think this is what Bitcoin should be doing, but it's not. And it's like, yeah, no, man, like just. So silver also pumped, but it was massively it was massively underperforming earlier, and it seems like it's caught up. It's up 4% just about today. See, here's the thing, though, right? I mean, yeah, it hits a support and actually bounced there. That's cool, but after making its lowest lows, right? It just been, Ugly, man. Still below $23. What's the work that has to be done? You got to take out your previous highs. Then after you take out your previous highs, you got to put in your first high or low, because you're only putting in lower highs, lower lows now. So you got to put in a higher high, then you got to put in a higher low. Until then, you're still a joke. Congrats on your short squeeze. That's about it for silver. Okay. So we're just going across the markets because that's the name of this stream. Let's take a look at U.S. oil. What a pump today. Up almost 5%. Geopolitical stuff. But not just that. Understand that things have changed, right? Buyers defended. Like, you confirmed a bottom. Doesn't mean that much till you catch some price action. Price action came in July into August. Broke back above a key inflection point from history. So real. Not a joke at all. So real. And then it was what you always want to see. This was identified when it was happening. A bullish back test. What was once a support resistance, it was broken and then finally reconfirmed as support in late August. And then a higher high came in. Looked like you kind of completed some sort of A, B, C, D. Okay, reversed. And then what happened? You're starting to pivot a higher low than the previous low, and that's pretty cool because low, same low. Oh, higher high than the previous high, slightly. Higher low than the previous low. Oh, higher high than the previous high. And wait a second, higher low than the previous low. Do you know when I say these things, that is a trend reversing. And with a trend reversing, you have some help here. Hidden bullish divergence. So the trend's reversing to bullish, and you now have a bullish edge on the oscillators on the daily time scale. So that's buyers defended, oversold, or I'm sorry, the bearish control zone. The sellers were unable to really keep the price below or in the bearish control zone threshold. So you're back out of it. So that's always a good sign. That's strong. That's real strong. Okay. Very, very strong there. So if this manifests, right, if let's just say this performs moderately, then you'll go test 94.67 again. If it performs greatly, then you're going to $100 US oil again, and it's not even weird at all. It's like extremely fine. Okay, $100 is an inflection point. Inflection point from 2012, 2007. That was it though. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Then above that's 110. So I would say it is probable that in the coming weeks and months we're going to see higher US oil. All right. And that could in turn pump oil stocks, which we are seeing today. ExxonMobil back testing the demand line and holding, dude, and it's up over 3%. Hess holding, all of them doing pretty well today. ConocoPhillips, you name it, man. Looking tired. How about I'm recovering from like one of the worst virus illnesses I've ever had, okay? Yeah, I look tired because I am. I'm recovering, dude. What do you want? I mean, like, I could have just not gone live, I guess, and just come back in a week or two. I mean, like, I don't have to live stream ever, dude. Ever again if I don't want to, but I love streaming. It's so fun. This is such an amazing community of people, okay? Like, y'all my people, okay? This is our organization, the TA respecting organization. So let's continue on. We had some more commodities do things. Gasoline futures up 4% today. Look at this support. Oh my God, just like it was about to be over for gasoline. Where is this? Does it go all the way back? This is a peak from 2005, a valley from 2007, been resistance 2010, close enough. 2015 is an inflection point. You could probably just, it's a mini zone right there, right? Yeah, of course, some back test there. So they're trying to defend that. This is just what happens. You get reactions at inflection points. Wow, really? There were limit buys set up at inflection points where reversals have occurred in the past? That's not surprising. Now, someone could start arguing, saying bullish divergence is beginning to develop on the MACD histogram on gasoline futures at an inflection point. So that could turn into some sort of rally, but most likely the rally is not going to be great. It's not going to rival your previous highs, I don't think. I think the trend kind of reversed. Until you start rivaling these previous highs, the trend has reversed. This was like a blow-off top, chat. A blow-off top. Commodities do this. Many commodities already did this like a year and a half ago. So just remember, that was the big one, okay? That set the tone for everything else. What was it? After the major drawdown, the sellers finally relented at supports, the buyers took back over, and then the buyers presented to us an argument that was terrible. It was a failed argument to show us that they were about to take back control of this entire market. Nope, they failed because look what happened. A pretty much a bearish consolidation pattern set up, and then this lower high right here really, you started drawing down. It's like, okay, so you've already broken that pattern. We've seen this on other commodities. I'll show you. Was it wheat? Wheat was one. Like you get, blow off top, and this one got a nice double top too. But then that was it, right? You had a big drawdown, then a rally, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. The better example would probably be corn. Great example, actually. So it's like, hey, it all ended up here, major gap down, lower highs than the previous highs. The buyers were unable to rival the previous highs, okay? So they kept relenting. Then, bearish sharks would just show up. Supply lines will be tested brilliantly, and ice lines from history would be tested successfully, and then just major markdowns from their gaps down. And then it's just no performance on divergence, still just extremely bearish on corn futures. It's over for corn futures. Still. And that's probably what has happened on gasoline futures. You're probably just done. Sugar, though, just won't stop, can't stop, won't stop. Dave Chappelle, just looks like sugar does look like it's setting up for probably a higher price. I mean, like at this point, you think if the W shape was there, it would be drawing down now, but too much demand going on and getting back above 26.6 cents. It looks like you're soon going to be breaking to your multi-year highs on sugar. Okay, which is good. We want I don't know, man. We want sugar to be higher, so that means eventually, like all these candy, nasty snacks that are virtual poison for everyone in the West, everyone in the world. It'll maybe deter people from getting their Nutella and their Krispy Kreme donuts and their shout out. Just give me a shout out. A bunch of different Little Debbie snack names. Let's see how many. Let's see the knowledge y'all have. Okay, I want to see what kind of. Just how many snacks y'all can list off that are, diabetes. Maybe I'll learn something too. Let me know. All right, so those will be higher in price just because the cost of sugar is higher. Therefore, maybe, just maybe, it's the only underlying blessing of inflation is the poison that we're being fed is going to be too expensive to afford, so less people will ingest it. All right, cool. We got Twinkies, Oreos. My God, dude. Cosmic Brownie, Twix, Kit Kats. Bitcoin Dominance. No, Bitcoin Dominance is not sugar. It's all alpha chad protein, man. Okay, Bitcoin Dominance kings. Yeah, soda in general, dude. Coca-Cola. Sugar chart, right? And then we just still, hey, what about Coke, man? Good. Here's your Coke. Multi-year lows. And really, you got a little reaction, and it was sold into. There was a gap, it filled, And guess what? No demand still on Coca-Cola. Sugar prices going higher. Coca-Cola has reversed its trend. And, you know, it just a few days ago made its lowest price since March 2021. And, yeah, you think after such a massive drawdown like that, there'd be some sort of relief rally, reflexive rally, but it hasn't even happened yet. It's pretty pathetic. It's bad. Coca-Cola, dude. But bro, what about McDonald's? I mean, McDonald's is sugar and everything, right? Every menu. Oh, no demand. Good. Send these things to the abyss. I know it's a real estate company, bro, but they do sell poison, okay, to poor people. But the thing is, like, it's so unaffordable to poor people now, right? Like the audacity of these piece of crap major mega conglomerate corporations, dude, like pricing their food like it's somehow not latent, cheap trash meant to just turn a profit on poor people. But who do they think they are? Send it to 220, 230. Let's go, dude. Dump it, man. All right. Yeah, awesome pick. Yeah, let's take some drugs. Let's not just get on a treadmill and run and just not eat sugar and not eat bad. Let's just eat well. Nah, dude. Let's just take a pill that these pharmaceutical companies, you know, those ones that created these, you know, experimental gene therapies that people are dying from. And then they use so much money to pretty much buy up media to make them propagandists for these gene therapy shots. Yeah, dude, let's just pay them to give us another drug. Wow, low IQ stuff, dude. Really stupid. I just don't like, just get out, man. Go run. Stop putting stupid trash in your gullet. Yeah, true American way. Just take a pill, dude. Yeah. It's sad, man. Idiocracy is just every day it's getting closer to reality. I mean, we're already there in many ways. We really are, dude. Look at the college campuses now. All you have to do is just see what happened in the past few days on college campuses to understand where we are on the idiocracy scale. We are peaking, man. We're all-time highs on idiocracy.
Glad to see you up and about. Can't wait to see the dump get full reaction smile. Skinny fat drugs like Ozempic will kill so many people.
Oh, yeah, man. We don't even know yet, right? We'll know. We'll find out when the fog of war on Westerners, when it fades, we're going to find out how bad it is. Like, just imagine that, dude. It's just a pill, drugs, instead of exercise. Can you imagine going into a doctor's office and you've got like insulin resistance or you're pre-diabetic or anything, right? You are really diabetic or fat, overweight. And he recommends, instead of exercising and taking care of yourself and eating well and cutting down your sugar intake, that you take a pill. Like, losing faith in humanity, like, for real, dude. But, you know, you saw that, I think ACT scores hit like a 30-year low collectively with the youth. 30-year low or something? Can someone back me up that or refute it on the number of what year it was? That's how you know how doomed we are, right? Because these people collectively will eventually start getting into positions of power, so their idiocracy will, you know, just spread, and then they'll start changing laws, and then they'll start flying airplanes, and then there'll be air traffic controllers and engineers and just everything. It's just, oh my God, man. Okay, so I said we'd look at a couple. So we've gone kind of across the market. So we can look at orange juice futures, kind of obligatory because orange juice is king, right? If you disagree, you're out of your mind. OJ is the one. Today, ladies and gentlemen, orange juice futures made its highest price in human history. Human civilization has never seen an intraday price on orange juice futures at $390.55. In fact, it wasn't just intraday. The way it ended, let's make sure, it was the highest daily candle close in human history as well. So could we get some Jesus chimes? Please give me some Jesus chimes for that. Fantastic. Gotta love it. Check on the live cattle. You're gonna eat the bugs. We know it. Klaus Schwab knows it. His Nazi daddy knows it. And soon it will probably make all-time highs again. It's not doing the orange juice every day, but it's close. I mean, this is, right there. It's the rival, okay? Oh, man. Sorry, I'm like, despite me going with charts, I still feel like really bad, okay? So just please empathize with me today. I probably shouldn't be streaming, but I just, I've already not streamed for too many days now. I had to, and it's almost just like what's going on in New York. It's like another thing where I will defy, okay? I was told to leave Manhattan today, and it's like, nah, man, Deus Vult. I will not leave. I will not be terrorized by some third worlders, okay? Don't give a crap about the Constitution, Bill of Rights, freedom of speech, freedom of religion. They don't tolerate me or tolerate another religion. I have no tolerance for people who don't tolerate, right? I mean, that's crazy. People who are gonna want to instill violence upon an entire religion. Nah, man, I'm gonna make myself go out to dinner tonight with friends in the city, and I'm not gonna think anything about these threats and this bullcrap, okay? Okay, so I was gonna look at, some more cryptos. Hex, I think, recently hit its lowest levels in a really long time. I just want to look at it because there are some Hex cult members that, for some reason, somehow, are still brainwashed. And you just gotta see here, when will your spell be broken? When will the I don't even get it.
No tolerance for the intolerant. Oh, and the Dutch smile, lol.
What's up, Shadow Mitch? Thanks for the 420. No tolerance for the intolerant. I don't know, man. I know it's some quote somewhere, but it's insane, man. Who the F do these people think they are? Well, I'll tell you this. These losers in our government. I mean, the people up here in New York voted for all this, and you know it, and that's just reality. So they also voted for people who took away their gun rights. So it's just oh my God, we're in trouble. And it's yeah, it's called cause and effect. It's literally consequences of every action you've ever made. No one's scared in most other places in the country. And people wouldn't even be thinking about trying to commit terror acts on people outside of New York or Chicago because they know it would be not soft targets. They know, dang dude, anyone here could have a gun. Why would I want anything to do with that? So maybe this is something that has to happen to get things to change, because nothing else was going to get things to change. My God, man. So here's Hex, dude. Hex, I mean, Richard Schuler and, member Rolex and Louis Vuitton and whatever, all the other designer Lambos. And, look at it now. Okay, where are the Lambos? You were at lows of the day. You're actually your lows of the day. You're at the multi-year low mark. Look at this, dude. Right now as I'm speaking to you, pretty much back tested the levels as resistance for drawing down too. And your target is 2.8 tenths of 1 cent. I think we would have to go to some Rudy Poo chart to find the rest of the data after this, because we are running out of spots. So there's about 2% downside now. I remember us talking about this level a long time ago. It's man, there's 50% downside to get there. And it's finally here, man. And how about a nice descending triangle playing out brilliantly? So after that, though, after it loses 2%, then I guess we would say about another 19 to 20% downside to see the lowest, let's say. Oh, okay, so it's like this one little, you can't see this, but I'm telling you, I see it. There's like one little candle right there. So there or here, okay? I mean, you got 20% downside below 2.8 tenths of 1 cent. A joke, dude. It's a joke. Yeah, tell me what's being controversial. What am I saying is controversial, dude? I would love to know if anyone out there could construct an argument about anything I've said that is controversial. And the beauty is about free speech, man. You don't have to agree with me, but you will respect my ability to say it. And if not, you should head on over to 99% of places in the world because they don't tolerate controversy. Oh, the Hex thing is, no, I think he was talking about the other part. Okay, the other thing. But no, this is not controversial at all on Hex. You're out of your mind, dude. You're crazy, dude. Okay, and also, someone bought a shirt. Sorry, it was just, we were flowing, we were rolling, man. I've been gone too long. Let's see here. Sorry, trying to. Okay. Anonymous, thank you so much for purchasing that. The Wall Street Bull October 2023 shirt. Thank you, Kai. Okay, just making sure we're caught up. Thank you. This is it. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna buy it, I think you can. There's a way for you to like put your name in there. So if you don't want to be anonymous and you want recognition for the purchase, please be sure to like write your name in there before buying. So what's controversial is the S&P is going to head to new all-time highs. I mean, again, that is a possibility. We discussed the narrative on why, and it would be, you see how much debt we're taking on every. If someone want to write in the chat the amount of debt we've taken on every day in the past 3 weeks, billions of dollars. This is like why McCarthy got taken out as Speaker of the House or whatever, because he literally went behind closed doors and gave the most fraudulent administration ever in U.S. history, like the keys to the castle, unlimited spending for 18 months at that time when it got passed. And so you're seeing the cause and effect. The coffers are getting robbed. Oh my God. What is this? What is this alert? Pepe coin alert going off, chat. Pepe coin. Why did my alert go off? I don't know. This thing's so dead, dude. Oh, it's probably maybe it's the daily Pepe coin. Bro, is that a double bottom? Who cares, man? Who cares? This is not even the right Pepe chart anyway. I look at things like Pepe on is it CoinEx or Gate? Yeah. I got, look, hey, nice, dude. That's great. Isn't that great? The most recent discernible event on the Pepe chart is a formal bearish backtest of a level that was once regarded as support is now regarded as resistance. That's the worst, dude. Cue up Michael Scott. Sorry, Tangia is not available today on here, but I'll try to get that going. There's no support, chat. Look, 3263. We could just wait for it. I would wait. To try to long this now is literally insane. Like, you're crazy. Who are you to be like taking long shots on Pepe coin in these market conditions? It's crazy, dude. It's absolutely crazy. Hold on a sec. Let me close these blinds, man. It's like bothering me. Jeez. This Too offensive, man. That light. Okay. So interrupting Pepe coin. Do we want to just look at some of these coins? Let's look at Cardano, man. All right, here's Cardano. It's back at support. So, okay, Grandma. She's had a lot of chances here. 24 cents. 24 cents. 24 cents. 24 cents. I mean, like, lower highs every time. Maybe this time's different. And the lower highs representing distribution are just a joke, right? We're just, okay, let's just forget about it. Just when, like, so this is just what I'm saying. Like, it would really be good for this market. Like, I mean, market, by the way, scam fraudulent market with a bunch of just coins that don't do anything for anyone. It'd be good to see a 50% drawdown on almost all of them, okay? Because they just like, people are just buying, and there's just less people than before. Or it's like one guy, it's Hoskinson's son himself offloading. It's probably not him. It's probably exchanges, because exchanges are desperate now, man. So I mean, I've got an alert set up when things start getting really dangerous. You're not much further away. All it's gonna take is you get like a drawdown on Bitcoin to 25.3. That's gonna break these supports all over the market. There are a lot of them that are like this. They're just right there, or they're right at it. ETC, I think, is one that's like right at it. I mean, it's here. It's like, what is going on? Does this mean nothing to you? Does that and this mean nothing? That is confirming you're screwed. Confirmation of screwed. Look at the price to the 200. Such a lack of demand from buyers that they were utterly unable to even come close to testing the 200 simple moving average, as at least before, when you hit this level, you got to rally to up thrust through it and fail and eventually roll over after making what? A lower high than the previous high. It's terrible. It's just garbage. So I think $13 target is so like in the cards here. And you know, miracles happen. Literally, it would be like a biblical miracle to see like Cardano and ETC like really catching like major reversals here. That would be a miracle. It would be in the crypto Bible. Yeah, it'd be in one of the chapters, okay? But that just doesn't, it just looks bad, man. And these arrows point to that. Pepe will rise again? Dude. Nah, it won't actually. I don't think Pepe will ever see its all-time highs again. Nah, dude. I mean, like, there was a scammer in it already. So we can continue looking at these S coins if you want. We can switch to, I mean, the stock market has closed officially, okay? The weekly candle closed in the S&P, all the index funds, all individual equities, right? It's closed. So Jesus chimes for that. And I'm a little late. It's like five minutes off. But I don't know, man. I'm just behind. I haven't been live for days, and figured it'd be good to look at Litecoin. That I can't see how this is just so bad, man. Look at these arrows. Like these arrows are pointing to reality, price action correlating at major inflection points. Like, I think that's all that seals it. I think like you just be waiting for $40 or $48 and then 40. It's just, I don't think they can go down fast without a little help from Bitcoin.
This is Unafraid.
Litecoin bad, below 66, only bearish. You can't be bullish when this asset is below that level because the downside is so immense. Talking 20 to 21% downside on Litecoin from here. But wait, there's more, right? How about Shiba? Oh god, dude, like broke. So, oh, it's just done, dude. Like loser. Like, okay, holds, and then what happened? It's like it holds support, and then the next recent discernible event, which is important, why you should always be monitoring these markets. This recent event was a formal bearish backtest of the top of the inflection zone. It becomes resistance, and that was it. Now you're breaking down. It's like now, unless a miracle happens, like a crypto biblical miracle, you're looking at 608, 600 again, all the way down. That's it. Jokes, man. These are jokes. How about Zcash? Who's going to change the world? Well, anything below $26 is a major loser. Can't touch it. Can't even have hope when it's below $26. You can't. Target's $18, man. $18. Lowest high of the entire downtrend. That is the most recent discernible event on the daily. Fallen into the bearish control zone, but a healthy 37, so not even close to being oversold. Plenty of fuel in the fire for way lower prices. All you need is some macro help. All you need is Bitcoin drawing down to 25,350, and all your dreams will come true on these altcoins crashing. Because I know I'm not the only one that is waiting for the capitulatory event. Just want to get it over with, because we've just been waiting too long. Okay, Dogecoin on death's throw here. This is it. You tested this level, 5.7 cents in June. You rallied. What happened? We collected more information. What was the information we were able to gather? The lowest high of the downtrend, which represents less market participants involved with Doge, or one big player. Probably what's going on is one major owner of Doge offloading massive amounts, and then a drawdown back to the same level. And then what? Limit buys were set up. Probably the same guy had a limit, the buy wall here, defended the level just so he could maybe get more out, And guess what? What was that new piece of data, information? Another lower high. A level from history, 6.5. It's right there, May of 2022. You can see it. That's it. Oh, yeah, and it's even back here, March 2021. Wow, it's so bad. It's like damning. It's like just this little 6.5, 6.6 cent level zone that was formally tested as resistance for the first time since really like October 2022. And since then, what are we seeing? I see a lower high than the previous high. I even see the same high right there locally. These two highs are lower than this high. And now I see selling pressure. And what happened yesterday, not 2 days ago, a week ago, a year ago, what happened literally yesterday at the close, chat? I didn't even know this till right now because I've been sick. That was the lowest daily candle close on Doge since September of 2022. So you made 52-week lows on the close just yesterday. About 24 hours ago, what is it now? It was like 20 hours ago, okay? If this holds, it would be a crypto biblical miracle. All right? Just buckle up. This is what a lot of these coins look like. And all Bitcoin has to do is sell off a little bit, and it's good night. Good night, crypto. I think your target's 4.2 cents, excuse me, for the memes. Okay, always about the memes. When you say, okay, 4.2, whatever. It's really just, is that a joint? It's actually like this one scam wick at 4.1. Okay, and then below that. See, this is how much the bubble popped. But there is still air left in the bubble. Do you understand that? This is how much air is left in the bubble. That's a lot of air, okay? So when this level doesn't hold. 88% downside on Doge from here. I could see that. Like, really? You gonna really just sit here and be like, oh, it's unfeasible to think that Doge could lose 88% more of its value from here? Why? Like, after a crash like this, and then a rally these rallies start ensuing, you can't really tell yet. It's like, dang, man, I mean, buyers might really be trying to bottom this thing out. We could be trying to go. But remember, even like that highest high in November 2022 was still lower than the highs from April 2022. And then, you know, you crashed, and then what? A formal bearish back test of 10.611 cents. It was once support, it became resistance, and you never saw those prices again. Please understand, that is like a certain amount of market participants exited the market, and they've never returned. And then it was confirmed that those market participants were out with these two highs right here, and then the lower high locally here, and then the lower low in the previous low, and then the lower high in the previous high, and now about to make probably the lowest low of the complete downtrend. I think, you know, minimum 5 cents for rivaling the, you know, Black Saturday low 2022. All right, so okay, no one cares about crypto. Stupid joke, dude. Okay, let's look at Square. Let's go to stock. All right, here it is. Waiting for $32 to $34. Don't know how long it's gonna take, man. Look left. There it is. I mean, why not? Why not hit that? You probably will if you're patient. So that means like Square's got a good 24% downside, like an S-coin. Yep, like an S-coin. Just going through some of these Caesars Entertainment. This thing's getting ready, man, to head on down to $32, $35. It's over. The bear market rally concluded with this lower high and this last failure to break a key inflection point. And that's really, really telling, really bad, because this is why it's important and really good to know like Fibonacci and what it is, right? Like fundamentally knowing Fibonacci. And the fact that the market participants were unable to even make a 38% retrace from the all-time high to the lowest low after the, you know, reversal, that's really weak. That's actually not even, that's not common. That's uncommon that an asset would not be able to retrace 38%. So I have concerns, like major concerns on Caesars Entertainment. So, and I'm thinking, like, with that price action, you're looking at $32. And then eventually, that's all. What is this? It's all like a big old bear flag, you know, just like a big old bearish consolidation structure. And then you're probably just getting ready to take on lower prices, man, like way lower prices. So. XRP, please. Bro, I looked at XRP. A Van Day. You can just rewind the stream, check it out. Looked at it, what was it, 5th or 6th chart of the stream? Yeah, rewind. Be kind, rewind. We talked about this on the 90 stream. Anytime you're going to take your VHS player, or you're going to take a VHS from Movie Gallery or Blockbuster, be sure to rewind before you return it to the store. It's really important, dude. All right. Continuing, we can go to Meta here that broke a, well, it had broken a resistance, and now you got to wonder, one time, no one knows, second time, that's how it concluded on the week. You don't know. It's a little too early. I mean, it's like probably way too early to be like, okay, like me doing this is irresponsible almost, right? It's like, but hey, could it be? We've confirmed it. How deep is your love, right? 78% retrace. So you've hit kind of like value areas for shorts. Not the deepest value area, you know, never hit an 886. But this is definitely an area where there's some value for short sellers after a stupid Rudy Poo insane run. Like there was no pullback ever. And now Now all of a sudden buyers are just unable to really break it, and now they've confirmed they've been unable to break it with a close on the week. Pay attention. Meta's actually finally doing something that we can look. You can't do anything like with an impulse like that. There's nothing to analyze. It's an impulse phase. There's impulse phase, consolidation phase, impulse, consolidation, impulse. So finally consolidating, and something recognizable is starting to develop here. We'll see. See if we can catch follow through, or it could just be bull crab and you run to the 886. You know, okay. Just pay attention. I'm not saying take action or anything. Just that developed today. Okay, we can look at PNC. Let's look at a bank. Oh my God, dude, these banks, holy crap. These are like S coins. This is what the S coins and banks are like doing the same thing, right? Major downtrends. The selling subsided. Little rally, joke rallies came in. You know, the Fed bailed them out. $500 billion injected in the system. It was injected in the system right here. This is where the Fed intervened. Not kidding. And selling went a little bit lower. And then like that level is so important. And buyers came in, defended it, even back tested a spring. Whoa, spring back test. And then you rallied, and what? Pathetic performance. No demand. Very little demand. Bearish dive. Look at this high, then the higher high with lower levels on the MACD. And look at the performance of that bearish divergence. Pretty freaking good. Back to support. Oh man, that's where buyers come in, right? They came in, and what happened? Your lowest high, absolute lowest high of the entire downtrend. That was confirmed on the 15th of September, and it's been pretty dead. But as you can see, the price has been bleeding out, and now you're right back at this one last level of support. And if it doesn't hold, it is very likely PNC will see $100, which isn't like the biggest deal. Is that 20%, 15%? Yeah, 15% downside right there. Okay. But okay, that's what I'm saying. This is a great chart because it's so similar to altcoins. This is what, yeah, man, buy low, sell high, buy at supports, but context sets you apart from other technicians and traders, right? Understanding like there were times, like the initial times, 1 or 2 times at the beginning, all right, but not after all the lower highs and the previous highs came in. The buyers showed their hand, and it was nothing. It was garbage. It was the lowest side of the whole downtrend. And now you're back at supports, and it's like too long now is just like your liquidity, your exit liquidity for someone out there who's been aggressively selling a major position. Chat, could I get some like participation? I mean, just stop calling all chat and just call y'all neutral viewers of the stream. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call y'all neutral viewers of stream instead of chat now, okay? Because I'm like lying. I'm like a liar to say y'all are chat. You know, y'all are viewers. Okay. Poor AMD. I mean, all tech kind of got hit like this today after what a beautiful breakout of the wedge. I mean, this is such a beautiful wedge, but all of a sudden you're starting to make hidden bearish divergence. Like, dang, man, like what the? Saying bad economy, bad times, man. Just what seemed to be good isn't. So we'll see what kind of fall through you get. Nothing bad happened. I mean, besides it being down a lot today, that's it. It's no danger. It hasn't taken out lows. It hasn't back tested a breakout yet. It hasn't back tested 97.90 yet. I mean, there's a lot of things that could happen, and it's still completely fine. Like, this thing could draw down a lot more and still make like a slightly higher low right there, and then be gone, and then it'd be, I mean, I think like if maybe that happened, if you did something like this, that could be an insanely powerful trade setup, because you're right around the 200-day moving average, ice line, supply line becomes tested and regarded as a demand line for the first time. Who knows, you might get some sort of good looking stuff on the oscillators, but that would take a lot more downside, a few more bad days like that. Nvidia finally had a bad reversal today, and all of a sudden you're thinking, hey man, these little harmonics that react, here it is, look. Now, if anything, if you were going to be like skeptical of anything like actually playing out, like a head and shoulders on Nvidia, I would be the most skeptical on this one. Just because it's Nvidia, man, it's defied gravity.
You're listening to the Unjunited
I mean, like, it's hit the 1.618. Historically, like in 2001, it did virtually the same thing, and it was over. Like, it like went a little bit higher than the 1.618, higher than this. Like maybe it went up 170%, and it was done. The tech bubble popped after that, and here we are again. And it's like, you have everything. You have everything now for to say you have a potential head and shoulders. But please do not start screaming and yelling and breaking things, because you had one red candle today. You had a bearish engulfing. Okay, but what happens in a few days when these drunk cocaine addicted buyers come back in and start pushing the price higher in the left shoulder, start rivaling the 1618 again, the late August high, and then just keeps going? It's like, you can't say yet that it's a real head and shoulders. But dang, man, I'll tell you, it is very like intriguing. I would say you want to really be monitoring Nvidia here, because it could be an NFT worthy head and shoulders if it did play out, because it's the most practical, legit area to ever develop. 1.618 gold mean ratio from the all-time high to low, the old all-time high to low, concluding the inverse head and shoulders. How poetic would it be that Nvidia began its reversal to all-time highs with an inverse head and shoulders, and then concluded with a 1618 head and shoulders reversal? Yeah, it'd be a dream. And then here's the thing, like, even if it all played out in before, it underperforms miserably, doesn't see the measured move, doesn't even fill the gap, doesn't even go test the 2021 high, right? Just pulling next, and then just pivots and runs in all-time highs later, because this world's insane. Nvidia is crazy. Yeah. Thanks for the people watching today. It has been a gauntlet, man. I have been in the ringer, okay, trying to survive. Even today, I'm still weak as F, okay? So, dang, Crypto Business, what's up, dude? Thank you so much, man, for buying the long sleeve shirt, or it might be the sweater. Do you put any weight on the lows forming very often in October and March? I know you're... Dang, hold on, sorry. See if I could make those stay up a little longer. I know, he says, I know you're a purist when it comes to the chart, just interested. Well, I mean, you know, there are historical moments that occur in October and March and stuff, but remember, the COVID crash was in February and March, started February and March. October, like, historically, yeah, that's like when some of the worst sell-offs in the history of the stock market have occurred, like 1929 and 1987, 2008, right? I mean, that happened, but I really think going into history like that, I mean, you could just draw a false conclusion, and, you know, just because it happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. It doesn't mean we can't sell off in November or December or January. So, yeah, 'tis the season for massive major drawdowns. But just remember what happened last year after the bear trend. October is literally the bottom for the market, and we never saw those prices again. Well, the IWM is very soon to be seeing those prices again, but not the other index funds. So I'll say this, man. Everyone should just be kind of looking at the cues, technology, and staring at this ungodly Scott Carney bearish shark pattern. It's impeccable. It's irrefutable. It's undeniable. It is textbook.
QQ. On LSE please. Daily/weekly dragon. Defense stock. Get well soon, man.
What's up, G-Dog? Thanks so much, man. Oh my God. Is anyone telling me that the audio is too loud? Because it looks like on my side it's so loud. What do you say, Brad? Yeah. High flyers. Yeah. We'll do that. Certainly, dude. Yeah. Sorry. Alex, I'll also look at that. Yeah. I'll look at those for sure. Just had a couple requests on there. So someone will be like, is that a bull flag? I don't think, I wouldn't look at this like a bull flag. I wouldn't look at it like a bull flag. I would look at it like you're just in a short-term downtrend and the sellers or the buyers were unable to break the supply line of this very nice channel. Okay, they tested and failed. And what happened after failing? Follow through to close the week. So for me, it is really hard to like want to own anything, even like tech. I know it outperformed all year, but guess what? It had not developed. It had not hit the pattern completion zone or price reversal zone of the bearish shark yet. It has now. It did, and it's gone no higher. I've just never seen a harmonic so large in my life, like on an index fund, man. It's crazy. So if like this would be the end of it all, I mean, you can't be surprised. This is what it looks like. So, but yeah, you could run and hit a type 2 return. It could, a hop could happen. It could run up to 400 again, sure, 100% retrace. But for now, you just put in what could be considered for some out there, some folks out there, the bull hunters, you could look at it like that, and that is really, really concerning. That's what we talked about. Like, oh, a bounce happened. Well, let's please hopefully not get a consecutive lower high again, because then it's the rule of three. Then it's a textbook distribution structure that's been researched and studied. And what do we all the time discuss with these harmonics? Well, when a harmonic completes, you get an initial reaction, but the best harmonics are when they complete, you get a little reaction, and then over time, the development of some sort of Bulkowski structure, whether it's ascending triangles, descending triangles, falling wedges, rising wedges, through rising valleys, through falling peaks, head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders. Well, it seems like with this Friday close, we have, and again, if Monday comes in pump, all right, we're back above 369, all right, just understand what else happened. 369.90 is not a joke. It is a level where in the spring of 2022, that was the end. Look at the price action when that level was rejected as resistance. Major downside. So if you just rejected a key inflection point, you just put in a consecutive lower high. So someone could argue that you got 6 to 7% downside from here to go test the next zone, which is 338 to 342. Right? It's all there. It's all there. And it took forever, dude. It took an effing year. Oh, about a year. That's enough time to get retail and everyone else that doesn't care about technicals, about enough time to get them complacent and to finally say, you know what, I'm going to buy back in now at an 886 because I just can't take it anymore. I've missed out on this run. It's going to keep going, man. Forget it. And little do they know about, you know, harmonic patterns, which are the most, you know, when you identify them in the right context and they are accurate in their measurements, right? They are the most reliable structures, technical structures in the world of TA. And you're staring in the face of one right now with the Bulkowski structure that has possibly, as of today, just matured. And it would not be confirmed until the confirmation line was broken at 350.47, 351 right here. Once that break, then it becomes a confirmed 3 falling peaks. But it could be a bull flag, man. I don't trust the bull flag at an 886 with a completely complex wave structure. You can't trust it, man. No. Louder than usual. Gosh dang it, man. Because I can't even hear it on my side, dude. It's so... And it's like, you have no idea how low it looks on the mixer. Jeez, dude. Give me a break. Ruined. So my whole stream's been ruined because of the audio, the music. Really? Great. Okay. Continue on down. This was an incredible one, man. Like an absolute beast. This was an active trade setup. It was a short. It was a bread and butter type trade. It was very educational. Like, remember, any trade setup I post, I'm trying to, like, you know, present an argument based on inflection points and structures and all that. And, you know, sometimes the trades fail. They sometimes, like, fail immediately. Sometimes they play out immediately, right? But this was one that really, really, like, took a minute, but in the end, it was amazing, right? Because it was this $40 level, right? You had already reversed the trend. Look, classic distribution. Hey, we just talked about consecutive lower highs, right? Yeah. Major inflection zone breached, gap down, and then this $40 level was broken, but then buyers coming in and they're testing and testing and testing, and then what? It was just slightly upsloping consolidation, right? Impulse consolidation, consolidating, and the trade setup entry was posted like literally the 15th of August, I think. Once it broke back down that last time, it's like, all right, time to take a shot. Stop loss is going to be right around 41.70, right around like these areas up here where it is going back up there again. I mean, really, 4 different times. I mean, like, this is the time to take a chance, okay? And so from there, yeah, it took a minute, right? You're coming back to the entry, near the entry, and drawn down again, but then, oh, a false bearish breakdown. That's like just another lower high, right? More distribution. And then it finally collapsed. And it hit the first target of that trade setup just yesterday. I don't know if we could pull it up, if it'll even do it, man. Let's see if we can get it going. I'll look at these requests literally right after this, so sorry about that. Let's see what we can do here. All right. It's just simple, man. It's like you're just trading. You are just trading a bear flag, a failed, like, and you're like, okay, hits the top of the flag and then fails again and then falls back below that level. And it's like, okay, that's it. That's like the trigger. It's time, right? It's time. One would enter that. And so it's like, okay. All right, sweet. Very nice, right? Never even came close, thankfully, to even rivaling that level again. And so you got really close today, seeing the exit of the trade at $29.70, $30, whatever. It's just what? Like, this is why. That's the reason. Look, okay, that makes sense. Exactly where a big bounce could happen. But, you know, today it definitely did have a big bounce today. Wow, came off its lows and rallied, I guess, in the power hour. Big amount. Okay. So good stuff on HRL. Well, let's see. Let me check my stream elements, see if there were other ones. coin for Love My Poker. All right, sorry, dude. I know this is.
You're listening.
I don't know how long I've been live now. A few minutes. Been live for 1 hour. Dang, how have I been live? 1 hour and 47 minutes. 37. 1 hour 37. Excuse me. Not bad for a comeback stream. Okay. Well, here's the problem, man. I mean, like, oh, who cares about a supply line? If a supply line breaks and then you just make lower highs, it doesn't matter. I'd be paying attention to 83.24. If the price of Coinbase is below 83.24, I cannot in good conscience like this. I understand this could be some sort of major Wyckoff accumulation structure, but but looking at it like this, there still could be substantial downside potential, and it's still okay. So, like, the only way you're screwed on Coinbase is if a drawdown occurs and then you start taking out $48, $46. That would be pandemonium. I mean, Bitcoin would probably be at 20K if that's happening. But I really don't like this at all. It's like 2 times, right? You confirmed the top of the trading range is formally resistance again. Okay, bad. But then more data has come in this week, and what? Well, such a lack of demand on Coinbase. Here it is. Such a lack of demand that these buyers were like unable to go and test that same level again, like they were before, easily in August and September, not in October. That is a sign of weakness, and it could have serious consequences. That, to me, is very bearish price action right now. Very telling. So, only thing that's going to save this chart in the short term is an ETF approval for Bitcoin. That's it. If that doesn't happen soon, I think maybe, I really do think that CZ is trying to bide his time. Because he's hoping, that's his only hope. It's like, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Help me, ETF approval of Bitcoin. Spot, you're my only hope. So CZ, someone needs to just do a meme of CZ deep faked as Princess Leia in the projector. And then, like, that's him saying that. Coinbase too. You're our only hope. Because that's it. It's over. Like, it's over. And it's probably time to mark down to lower prices. I mean, it's just a lower high than these highs too. Less market participants involved with this asset than just a month ago and 2 months ago. So that's my take on coin. And this is new information, man. This is this week's info. All right. All right. Let's continue on the request journey. The next one in order. It would have been one of the merch requests, whether it was Alex or High Flyer. Let's see who typed to me first. Was it Brad or was it Alex? It was Brad, or it was High Flyers. So he wanted to see UTSL. Okay. Oh, he wanted an ETN, a 3-time levered ETF. Utilities bull. Whoa, dude. Well, okay. So one thing I always try to talk about is the fact that, like, there is decay on this, like massive decay on 3-time levered ETFs or ETNs. So, like, I don't think you're really going to be... You shouldn't be charting these derivative charts. I think so. These levered ETFs or the ETNs, they are tracking the spot of something. This is so the underlying asset is the utility sector, which is the XLU. So what you would want to do is you use traditional technical analysis on the underlying sector. You come to a conclusion and you decide, like, okay, I want to take a long or short or whatever. And then if you're so inclined, one can utilize these ETNs to lever a position. but like it's just there's just always it's like it's clearly not a it's like a day. These 3-time levered, these are short-term holds, man. You don't hold them long because you'll never win because of the decay. Because you're paying a stupid amount of money to own them, like you're paying a premium for leverage. So I can't do anything with this, but I certainly what I'll do is right now go to the XLU, which is terrible. It's one of the worst. I think it might be the worst of the sectors. Okay, some serious technical stuff has happened, but you know, it looks like lately, you know, this week, bullish engulfing candle got some follow through, and you're back above a very serious level, like 57.14. It's important. Here's the problem, though, right? The trend's reversed. You're bearish. You're in a downtrend. To say you're not in a downtrend, you're out of your effing mind. I don't know who you think you are to say that this is not a downtrend. This is certainly a downtrend now. Okay? Yeah, I know. Long term. Okay. Got it, dude. But you know what? Long term? You want to talk about long term, bro? A demand line that goes back to March 2009 was only violated once, and it was for a very short period of time, and it was the COVID crash. The whole world economy locked down for a substantial amount of time. That's not happening now. People are utilizing everything. Like, the world's going right now, okay? And you broke that demand line again concertedly. So are you saying you want to use the 3-time levered ET and to go long on the XLU leverage? I don't remember, like, there's no edge here, right? It's a reaction, a reactive bounce. For the swing trader, you're always looking for a confirmation low, a spring back test, a nice trend that, you know, which means like before you had consecutive higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and it was no question. There's no question that there are lower lows, lower highs, lower or same lows, lower highs, same lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You're in a well-established downtrend, so I think any bounce you get is going to be short-lived. It's going to be lower than the previous high, and you're going to roll over. You're going to test 57.14 again. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens, because if it doesn't hold, then I think 52, 55 is very probable. 51.30. There's a lot of just different supports on the way down. I mean, there really are. So I'm not really sure what you were wanting me to do with that. But if it was if you were talking about being levered long, I would never be levered long on a chart or trend that looks like this. That's crazy. Sorry, man. Short breath and just trying to keep it together, man. All right. So forgive me. Please be empathetic of my situation here. Okay. It's been really, really tough. All right, let's see it. He's about to look at it. Okay, well, tell him sorry, Brad. Let him know I'm sorry. Okay, we'll go to the next one for, let's see, was it G-Dog or was it Alex? It was definitely Alex before G-Dog. Let's see, he wants to look at Ethereum on the monthly on the Bitstamp chart. Okay, extremely... whatever. God, I can't even think anymore. Bits. What do you say? Bitstamp. Yeah. Here it is. Monthly. I don't even know. Some of these I never go to. So let's just start it fresh, man. So, is the audio okay? Can someone let me know? Like, Brad, is it okay? Viewers of the stream, not chat. Y'all got anything to say? The more y'all engage in the chat, the faster I'm gonna get over this illness. Okay, so. So he said he wants to look at the monthly on Bitstamp for Ethereum US dollar, and it's like, here we are, okay? So if we're just looking at the monthly, you can clearly see the indubitable zone where the traders settled up and where they went intra-month to the highest highs ever back in 2018. There it is, okay? Unquestionable. There are concerns here, right? Because you sprung and you pretty much back tested the spring. Like you had the bullish occurrence. Okay, there it was. That's great, right? That's some good stuff. That's good behavior. That's what you want to see. After these events occur, a lot of times you can get really substantial rallies. But unfortunately, no substantial rally occurred. Utter failure, actually. Yes, failure. 2000 to 2100 or so, right there. That was buyers were unable to break it. Sorry, I'm trying to just get it plotted for you, okay? You see it, so there's inflection, and you're headed on down to 1420, right? That's always below 1728. What's always been the target? Minimum 1420. 1420. Is that a joint? Haha, it's funny. Ha. All right. You're working on. You have 18 days, long time, and so much can happen. But you're working on a monthly bearish engulfing candle. Negative momentum starting to try to build again. RSI is 46. You know. So you're not really in danger yet. I think when you break 1420, massive downside, right? Below 1420 on the monthly. Dang, man, there's 21% downside on Ethereum if buyers are unable to defend 1420. That I think will be, it is upcoming. Like, I think like it's gonna be tested soon. Whether it tests and bounces and goes to 1 billion, oh my god, or it's tested, not enough demand, and then it's broken. I think a test is coming. So that means how much downside? Again, what was it? You got about 7.7 to 8% downside on Ethereum from here. Wow, 2-hour set just ended. Holy crap. Can't say I didn't give it my best shot, man, right? On effort for being sick as F. A lot of sirens today. So, spring back test, utterly pathetic performance. And yes, you would say, wow, wait a second. Isn't this just some sort of like, oh my god. Yeah, it is that. This is probably why he wanted me to look at this asset, chat. Why he wanted me to look at the monthly on Bitstamp. Because it's a rising wedge. Ethereum monthly rising wedge at the demand line. How can you look at this and be like, oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to long Ethereum. I can't wait to do that. Yeah. It's there. It's literally like in front of your eyes. Do not trust your lying eyes that it's a upsloping price contraction. Now, here's the thing. There's still tons of room for the price to bounce and consolidate within it. But that's what you got going on right now. And this thing's been in development since, we're talking 16 to 18 months now. Okay? Let's make it visible on the weekly. How's it look on the weekly? Get some more candles, look a lot nicer, a lot cleaner. Dude, that is serious. Ooh, I don't know, it's like different on the weekly though. It's more like Coinbase where you haven't tested it yet. Oops. Dude, that's real. I mean, you look at this. This is a participate in this market at your own risk, at your own perils, because that's not bullish. Not really. Okay, flip the chart over. Dang, man. You know what happened on the weekly? Look, it's like you crashed. You made your lowest low ever. Then you rallied. And look what these old levels have been regarded as support once and then twice. And then you rallied, and then you sprung, and then you back tested the spring of the inflection zone from history, and then you rallied. And now what happened? Well, last week you broke back above the 200 weeks of moving average, and here's the fall through this week. And in 2 days, 4 hours, it'll end up being, if all stays the same or higher in this inverted chart analysis, it'll be the highest weekly candle close since February 2023. So, and soon approaching this supply line of the falling wedge. Oh yeah, not good, man. You know, like when you're talking about reality here. So. Yeah, crypto held, man. Bitcoin held. You know, here's the thing, man. We know, like, Bitcoin was always like, it doesn't look like it's gonna collapse, but it doesn't like, it does. It's at a point where it could go down just a little bit, be fine, and the altcoins are done for. Like, right? The whole theme of Bitcoin has been higher highs, higher lows, all year. And the question is this it? Have you confirmed two highs that are finally lower than the previous high? Is that real? Or is it just going to put in a local higher low than the previous low and run again and finally see 28.8, 30K, 31K and beyond? I mean, fundamentally, you would think it should do these things because of the fiscal irresponsibility of these Western governments. It is beyond reproach. It is the most unforgivable, treasonous thing ever. I mean, these people that have the power to print this money, take on this debt, they have no right to do it. They are selling us out. That right there is like, you don't need technicals. It wouldn't be a technical, and it would be fundamentally, yeah, Bitcoin 40K, 50K, 100K, 300K, a million. Because what they're doing right now, our purchasing power is crashing, literally crashing before our very eyes. And there's got to be something out there that maintains its value or just rallies to the collapse of our purchasing power. And I would think something like Bitcoin with a finite supply, decentralized, can't be seized with self-custody. You think that would be it. It would be the asset. Like Bitcoin was built for this effed up dystopic world we're living in right now, or we're going into, because we're in it, but we haven't even begun, man, because the central bank digital currencies haven't even started yet. The, civil wars haven't started yet. I mean, it's just, we're getting there, man. This whole 7.5 million illegal third world immigrants that have flooded into our country in the past 3.5 years, we haven't seen the effect of any of this stuff. Those people are going to be no skills. They don't speak native language. They can't do anything. You know what? The one thing they can and will do is put extreme pressure on the social services of the West that it took couple hundred plus years to develop those things, and it was supposed to go to the people that paid into them. But now, that the governments understand and realize, well, we could just print money like this and no one's gonna do anything to us. We don't need these voters anymore. They're not gonna do anything. These taxpayers are clowns. We don't need them. Shoot, dude, let's just bring in these third third worlders that don't even know the concept of real freedom, the Constitution, Bill of Rights, they'll just be happy. We'll print all this money, and then we'll just like give them money, like to be here, and then eventually we'll just, because none of these clown taxpayers, citizens are gonna do anything. We're just gonna like randomly give them the ability to vote, in 6 months, whatever. Okay. This is what I'm saying, why fundamentally Bitcoin seems like, of course, but it's like it's just taking forever and may not even play out in the short term or even midterm. But yeah, because of all these things, I'm certainly like a Bitcoin believer. And I don't really give a crap about crypto right now. Crypto's garbage. Bitcoin is not crypto, though. Yeah, this government doesn't need us anymore. They're replacing us. They're literally replacing us, and they realize they don't need us because they just print all this money, and no one will do anything because we're a bunch of weak, spineless people that don't care. All we care about is raising our own families and having the best life for ourselves. We don't care that these betrayers of our country have infiltrated the bureaucracy and are using our own taxpayers to destroy us. It's insane, man. So Bitcoin's like the only thing that makes sense. Miami real estate, yeah, pretty amazing store value, but Bitcoin. Okay, well, see, I don't think I have any more requests, so I'm just going to wrap it up. All right. Thanks again for everyone coming out to watch the comeback stream. Still sick, but yeah, I just wanted to check out this market. Long-term, Bitcoin is the key to the wars that will come. And it's not the wars against foreign entities. It is the war against our own governments that have already betrayed us. And they did it at 3 a.m. in 2020. They did it, man. And if you don't believe it, see what's happening now, man. You're out of your mind to think these people are legit. These people have stolen everything from us. All right, and they're replacing you. So thanks for coming out. Y'all have a great weekend, and I'll just be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
Rocket ship, get on board.
So why is
You're listening to the Anjuna Deep Edition.